Before we get started, I would appreciate if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video today, I want to touch on how to potentially be successful and potentially become wealthy from the cryptocurrency space. Because if you see the market, there are literally thousands of cryptos on the market that it is going to be very easy for many people to be a part of the cryptocurrency space for years and still come out on the other side with nothing to show for various reasons. Personally, I know people who are invested in crypto and they are invested in literally all the wrong coins, tokens, and they've been doing this for years on end, backing and supporting a cryptocurrency that literally has no future and isn't going anywhere. And ultimately, in the end, they're going to lose everything. All their time is going to be wasted, their money that they put into the crypto is going to be gone. And it's sad, unfortunately, because if they had invested in the right projects, they could have come out on the other side potentially very wealthy. So I would just like to say that I am no crypto or financial advisor. I am just a crypto enthusiast sharing my opinion, and I encourage everyone who watches my videos to always do their own research before investing in anything. So let's get started. When it comes to cryptocurrency or investing in cryptocurrency, you do not necessarily need a lot of money invested in this space to be successful. You would be surprised that very little money, relatively speaking, can potentially make you a lot in return in cryptocurrency, providing you know what you're doing, you have the right mindset and attitude, and you get in at the right time. Bearing all that in mind, what should you do if you are a newcomer to the cryptocurrency space and you're getting started in this space? It could be somewhat daunting, somewhat confusing, but what should you do initially speaking, especially if your intention is to take investing seriously and your intention is not just to dibble dabble in this space, but you really want to invest in the right cryptos in order to potentially become wealthy. So you want to invest in cryptos to build wealth and grow your portfolios and become wealthy. What should the first thing you should do getting started? One of the most important things I recommend is knowing how to secure your cryptocurrencies. That's the most important thing. I can't tell you how many people invest big money into crypto in the tens of thousands, or they have a portfolio, should I say, that has grown to tens of thousands of pounds, and they are not protecting their cryptocurrencies properly, and they end up getting hacked. And you'll see stories like this over and over again. And here are some examples off of the subreddit cryptocurrency. Here are some examples. Metaverse Discord servers got hacked. I just got hacked from MetaMask. Am I stupid? Did I actually get hacked? Strategy Vault got hacked. Got hacked and drained. Need advice. Got hacked for about $175,000. Is there any recourse? Sadly, unfortunately, no. There is no recourse. The chance of this person actually getting their money back is pretty much slim to zero. It's a one-way ticket. Once those hackers take those cryptos, they have already put them through decentralized exchanges to sell them, or on centralized exchanges and sold them and withdrawn out. That money's gone. So you can see over and over again, people putting up threads talking about they got hacked. This is why it's important you know how to protect your cryptocurrencies as a newcomer in this space if you want to take investing in cryptocurrency seriously. And what I would recommend you to do, I would recommend everyone to buy a hardware wallet. Now, there are various types of hardware wallets out there, but I do recommend this particular wallet. Do your own research, buy a hardware wallet that you think is best for you, but a Ledger hardware wallet for security is a solid wallet. So I'll buy a hardware wallet. You can just go to ledger.com and you can check out their products. They have two types of hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano S Plus and the Ledger Nano X. Click on compare devices. So you can see the Ledger Nano S Plus you can get it for about £69, and the Ledger Nano X is £136. The difference between the two is that with the Ledger Nano X, it has a Bluetooth feature, so you can connect it to your phone via Bluetooth, and you can transact with the wallet without having to use a hard wire. Now with the Ledger Nano S Plus, there is no Bluetooth feature, so you won't be able to connect it with your phone unless you're using a hard wire, I suppose, but you can connect it to your laptop, and as far as I know, that's pretty much it. They both do the same thing. They both provide the same level of security. The only difference is that one has a Bluetooth feature, so you can use it with your phone, connect it to your phone's Ledger Live Wallet app. So once you have your security sorted and you've coughed up some money, £69, to buy a Ledger wallet for security or any other hardware wallet. The point is that you have one in order to protect your private keys so that nobody can actually steal your crypto. And you may think £69 is expensive, but if you are going to be taking investing in cryptocurrency seriously, then the hardware wallet is worth its weight in gold. So once you've done that, you purchased a hardware wallet and you've got your security sorted out, the next thing I recommend you to do is pick between 3 to 5 cryptos. Now remember, you're just starting out. You don't want to buy 10, 12 cryptocurrencies, like dozens and dozens of cryptocurrencies. That's not the way to go. Just choose 3 to 5 cryptos to invest in long term. Once you know your 3 to 5 cryptos and the cryptos you choose, we're going to go into that in a minute, like which cryptocurrencies should you invest in and why should you choose them. But once you've picked your 3 to 5 cryptos, the next thing is make sure you manage your finances so that you are able to invest and save. Don't do anything reckless where you're taking out loans and going into debt, basically doing reckless things where your family is not being taken care of because you're putting all your money into cryptocurrency, losing the house and all that madness. Don't do anything reckless. So you manage your finances so that you are able to invest money that you are willing and able and can afford to lose. It doesn't matter how much money that is. Everyone has a different amount according to each individual and their financial circumstances. So if you can't find spare money, then cut back on frivolous spending, buying things you don't need. You've got to make sacrifices, cut back on all that extra stuff you actually buy in your day-to-day living over the month on things you don't actually need to buy. Start looking at ways you can start saving money and putting that money down in order to be able to invest. So manage your finances. Go and do the rich dad poor dad approach, where you start learning about liabilities and assets. You start learning about the cash flow quadrant, and you just start managing your finances. And once you've covered all your expenses and covered the necessities in order for you to live, you look at what you have left and you start saving it and you start investing it into assets. So you've done that, you managed your finances. That should have been first, potentially speaking. You bought yourself a Ledger hardware wallet and you've picked between 3 to 5 cryptos to invest in long term. Now, how should you invest in these cryptos? I personally recommend is to invest by dollar cost averaging into the market each week or month or whatever works best for you, instead of putting everything in at once. So imagine you have, for example, £1,000 to invest. Rather than dump £1,000 into the market all at once, dollar cost average into the market. Break that £1,000 up into a period of several weeks and do it that way, where you gradually buy into the market. That way you catch the ups and you catch the downs, the uptrends and the downtrends of the market. If you just put all your money in at once and you did it at a bad time and the market crashed, you won't have no spare money available to buy that dip. Whereas if you're dollar cost averaging into the market, you would have money available and you'd probably be able to also buy during that dip. So dollar cost average into the market each week or month or whatever's good for you, and do that instead of just putting a lump sum of money in at once. So that's what I personally recommend. So the question is, which cryptos should you really be investing in? I personally advise to invest in solid cryptocurrency projects with strong fundamentals. Cryptos that have strong fundamentals, a real use case, and utility. You want a crypto that's going to be solving a world problem, a crypto that's going to help make people's lives easier for them because it's solving a problem out there in the world. And you want this crypto to have a use case, a good utility purpose, and strong fundamentals. Preferably cryptos that are also undervalued with very high growth potential. So you want to look at all these aspects of the cryptos. Does it have strong fundamentals? Does it have a good use case? Does it have good utility? Is it solving a real world problem? And then you look at the price. Is the price undervalued? Yes or no? Have people got onto the project yet? Yes or no? And if the price is undervalued and you can see that it has a very high growth potential, then they are cryptos you should potentially be investing in. So you invest in projects with a strong, solid, and competent team behind it. It's very important that the team behind it is competent. You look into who they are, their background, their experience, accomplishments, the partnerships the team is making with other projects or other businesses or other companies or other institutions, the progress that's being made in the development of the project, the roadmap, our targets being hit. You take all this stuff into consideration and you want to see a strong, solid, and competent team behind the project because that would give you more confidence in your investment. Also, you want to invest in cryptos whereby the demand for the token is not just limited to speculative retail investors, but demand will also come from institutions, corporations, banks, businesses, and so on from utility. Other things you can look at before deciding which crypto to invest in is you can check out the crypto's white paper, the website, in order to research the crypto. You can find out whether they have any competitors and so on. Also, another thing you shouldn't do is buy into get quick, rich, hyped rubbish in the cryptocurrency space. You're always going to see a new get rich quick token coming in on the scene, whether it's a meme token, a token from the metaverse space. You're always going to see some form of get rich quick type token. I recommend not to buy into these get quick rich hyped sort of tokens, and they shouldn't be part of your chosen long-term crypto projects because you are then gambling if you are going to add these tokens into your long-term crypto projects. That's not what I consider investing smart. So some examples of the free cryptos I would personally choose, and there are many cryptos out there on the market. You just need to do your own research. But what I would personally choose if starting out as a new investor, three cryptocurrencies I would start out with is XRP, XLM, and XDC. And these three are, I like to call them as the X assets: XRP, XLM, and XDC. Now, I'm not really going to go into these projects in this video, but I do recommend you to do your research, which is part of investing, as to why these three tokens are solid buys and why they are all currently undervalued. So XRP is priced at 28 pence at the moment, extremely undervalued compared to where it can be in the long term future. XLM is priced at 8 cents at the moment, also extremely undervalued compared to where it could be in the long term. And XDC is currently 2 cents, which I think is extremely undervalued compared to where it could be as a long term investment. So these three are the three cryptos I personally recommend to start out with and accumulating as part of your long-term holdings, but do your own research as to why these three cryptos are solid projects to invest in. Now, so far, what we've covered is, if you're a newcomer into the space, you should manage your finances, you should buy a hardware wallet to protect your crypto assets, and you should pick between 3 to 5 cryptocurrencies to invest in. I've given you the three that I would personally choose: XRP, XLM, and XDC. And the reason why I would pick these three is because they have strong fundamentals, they have a really good use case, which is solving a real world problem, and they are all utility tokens. Each one of them are utility tokens, and all three of them are, in my opinion, are extremely undervalued, and they have very high growth potential, in my personal opinion. They also have a strong, solid, and competent team behind them, and the demand for these tokens right now, even though it's based upon speculative retail investors, eventually demand will also come from institutions for these tokens: XRP, XDC, and XLM. Demand would eventually come from institutions, corporations, banks, businesses, and so on, because of their utility and how it's going to benefit these corporations and businesses and financial institutions. And they are not get quick rich hyped cryptocurrencies, rather they are long-term cryptocurrency projects with good fundamentals, and investing in these cryptocurrency projects is what I would consider smart investing. So that's what we've covered so far. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon so as to not miss my next video. Take care and goodbye.